This is Barnestorm training for the task of creating a medication order in point of care. In this session, we will cover selecting a patient and creating medication orders using a combination of the med history and order screens. The medication order is a great feature to help with minimizing data entry error and saves time. The first thing you want to do is look up your patient. You can do this by entering the patient's first 3 digits of its last name up here. You can also type in the first name or the 6-digit chart number, or you can even click on My Patients. A list of patients will appear below, and you can simply click on the patient's name in the list. The patient's information who was selected will appear in the box at the top of the screen. And this is a good time to double check that you have selected the correct patient. From here, you want to click on the Orders tab on the main menu. And this will bring up the Orders screen. In order to use the medication feature in the order screen, you will need to complete the steps in the correct sequence. If the steps are not completed in order, the medication order will not work. So first, you will want to pull up the Med History screen, and you can do this from this screen by clicking on the Go to Med History button on the top of the screen. And this will bring up your Med History screen. Note that you can also pull up the Med History screen by clicking on the Med History tab from the main screen. And you can get there within a visit assessment on the Review Med screen. From here, we will add a new medication. So you want to go ahead and click on the Add Medication button. Let's start by pulling up the medication that we want to add for this patient. The effective date will stay as today's date. Now let's add a dose, frequency, and route. And you can do that by typing in this box here. When you are done adding a new medication and putting all the information in, you can go ahead and click on the Save and Exit button located at the top. Next, we're going to update an existing medication. So let's select a medication. Then you want to click on the Add New Dose, Frequency, Route button up at the top. And again, we will leave the effective date for today's date. And let's say the doctor increased the dosage of this medication. So we're going to go ahead and edit the dosage. And when you're done with the edit, you can go ahead and click on Save and Exit. And when you are finished making changes to the medications for this patient, click on the Exit button in the upper right-hand corner. You can watch the training videos on adding a new medication and changing a medication with full details on how to use this screen. And now we can create a med order. It is important to follow the steps in the correct order when creating a medication order. You must modify the medication changes first, then create the med order. Both must be done within the same day. We're going to leave the order date as today, since that's when the doctor ordered the medications. The doctor on the order must match the doctor on the medication entry. Otherwise, this process will not work. We'll leave the primary doctor since that's who ordered the medications. Next, select the drop-down box and click on Medications. You'll notice a button will appear. click on the Create Med Order button. A list of any medication changes that were done for the doctor you have pulled up will appear. If a message pops up stating no medication changes found for this doctor, this could mean that either the medication changes were not entered today, or the doctor on the medication entry does not match the doctor on the order. Now you can add text into the order if needed, so let's add a small note under the medication changes. Once all of the information is entered, we can save it as a pending order. To do this, you can go ahead and click on the Save as Pending Order button, and you will notice that the top selection will reset itself and the pending order will save in the bottom. Now we are going to turn this pending order into an actual order that needs to be sent to the doctor to be signed. Select the pending order and then click on the Create Order button, and a preview of the verbal order will be generated. And you will see at the top it states that it is a physician supplement order. Now you can follow your agency's policy and procedures, whether it is printing the verbal order as needed by clicking on the print icon in the top left corner of the screen. And then you can click on the Close button and exit the order preview. And when you're done with the order screen, you can go ahead and click on the X at the top of the screen. For additional instructions on how to create an order, click on the Help button located at the bottom of the screen on the main menu, and then click on Orders on the Help page. This will give you a list of articles with how-to instructions on creating orders. Click an article you want to see instructions for, and when you're done reviewing the instructions, right-click and click on Back, and this will bring you back to your main list. If you do not see the articles you want, click on Find More Answers here, and you will see more articles on this topic. If you click an article here on our knowledge base site, you have options on the right side. You can email the article, print the article, bookmark the article, and you can export the article as a PDF, which will save on your computer. And this concludes Barnestorm training for the task of creating a medication order.